What about my love? Wasn't it enough? Just let me know so I can hold.
Which UFL player will make the most impact in the NFL this upcoming season? Hayden, since you're so excited, about this topic, why don't you go ahead and get us started, sir?
I'm excited about it, but I'm also not excited about where this one player went. And I'm going Jake Bates from Michigan.
I knew he was going to take the easy on him.
Well, I was looking at obvious. Well, it was the player we expected to be make the most impact, and I think he's gonna make the most impact. It never said name one player besides him. It's like, who do you think is gonna make the most impact? And for me, I think it's Jake Bates, because in Detroit with Riley Patterson, there was some issues that they had. They're going for a guy who, fun fact for those who do not know, before the UFL season has not kicked a ball since high school. So seeing his story is actually a very amazing one as well to see. But Jake Bates last year had 51 total points in the UFL. Might I add, in total, he had 360 plus yard kicks, missed 7 of them. But to be fair, for the 7 of them, 5 of them were 50 plus yard kicks. And to be fair, a 50-yard kick is pretty hard for even the good field goal kickers in the NFL.
Except for fishing football. This man had a 36-yard kick. He's working his way up.
36. This man nailed 360s and told that I don't want to hear it. Love you, fishing. No, but I'm going Jake Bates. I think with the Lions, they improved their team overall this year, improving their secondary in the draft. Special teams, they bring in a guy who has shown he can kick a very good football. No matter what the distance is, you can get inside a 60-yarder.
What if he cooked a very bad football? What would have happened?
He probably would not be on the Detroit Lions, sir. For a 2-year deal.
He's got practice at Ford Field, so
exactly.
He
That's
didn't have to go
point.
too far. He didn't have to go too far. He's in the same exact place he got signed. The Lions just keep winning.
Yeah,
they do. And I just love this move too, because one of the things with the Lions was the kicker, and they just addressed it. Now, to be fair, critics will probably say I just sounded like I was talking about a Hollywood film. No, but people who hate on him will say, well, UFL is completely different. The atmosphere is going to be different and stuff. This man had to deal with St. Louis, playing in Birmingham, which for those who do not know, actually had a good crowd this year. And last time I checked too, those aren't easy places to play.
Hey, Don. Let's put $100 on the Panthers. We'll win $30,000 if they win the Super Bowl.
How much you got to put on for it to get that?
100.
Not going there, man.
Nah. If you say $1, I'll be like, screw it. I can find $1 in the couch.
Nah, 100.
That I can't find in the couch.
I mean, Jake Bates is kind of obvious, but it's also the right answer. I mean,
it is.
It is.
The Lions are the 4th favorite to win the Super Bowl this year. The Ravens are in front of them, and then in front of the Ravens are the Chiefs, and then in front of them are the 49ers. I mean, at what point in time are we just going to keep the 49ers in the number 2 spot? Because that's where they've been that like the last 15 years is like hovering in that number 2 spot. But that's neither here nor there. The Lions have to be, in my mind, have to be the favorites over the 49ers at this point, at least to do something, to win the Super Bowl. It's the Chiefs, Ravens, and Lions. Those should be the top 3 to win the Super Bowl, in my opinion, at this point in time. And Jake Bates definitely gives him a security blanket. I hope the lights aren't too bright for him in the NFL. That's the only thing.
Exactly.
His mental has been tested in the UFL. The Panthers went pretty far in the playoffs. They had a pretty good team in general, but it was, especially earlier in the season, it had a lot to do with him kicking the football.
I was about to say he's the reason why they beat St. Louis.
With the offense and defense like the Lions are about to have this year, it's going to make his job a lot easier, but also it's going to put a ton of pressure on you if it's a close game and you're the one that needs to come in and get 2 or 3 points to win the game. So that's the type of position that he's in now. if he was going to somewhere like the Panthers, I think it makes them a better team. But
I won't say anything does.
The whole pressure is on the whole team, not just Jake Bates at that point.
Exactly.
So yeah, you got, 4th overall odds to win the Super Bowl going to that team. Yeah, that's crazy work. But yeah, I'm gonna get over to, and Don, you probably has the same guy.
Oh no.
If I had to guess, you probably have the same guy, and I actually didn't read your notes.
Okay.
When it came to this.
No, he did. Don't lie. Don't lie.
No, I didn't. I didn't. But 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 Connolly is the guy that I have as making the most impact. Now, look, dude only played 7 games this year. I get it. Got drafted in 2019. Signed with the Dallas Cowboys. And the reason why I think he's going to make the most impact is because their cornerback room is pretty deep. DaRon Bland is there. Trayvon Diggs is there. Their secondary is pretty good. And all he's going to be asked to do is just come in and do your job. Because he's not going to start over those two. Those two are superstars at this point. How many touchdowns did DaRon Bland have last season? Like 6 or something like that? 5 or 6? And then you got Trayvon Diggs, and we already know what Trayvon Diggs is about, as far as NFL talent is concerned. So the reason why his career, just for a lot of people out there, derailed when he was with the Raiders is because he suffered a neck injury. So this wasn't because he was playing bad. I strictly think it's because he couldn't recover correctly from that neck injury. A neck injury is pretty scary.
Oh yeah.
Any wrong turn, any bad thing could have happened. So I understand why he sat out. But 25 tackles, 2 interceptions, 2 pass breakups, a fumble recovery, and just 7 games with the Defenders this season. And he made some really big plays for them at the later part of the season as well. So 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀, Connolly, to me, is going to make the most impact because they're going to get not only a guy that's hungry, but they're not going to ask him to do a lot. But playing most likely in the slot or filling in for one of those two, after getting a lot of reps like he's already have in like real game time, and he didn't have to play 12 games like the rest of these guys had to, I think he's going to be fresh enough to come in and make an impact there. Now, it's probably not the sexy answer. I'm not expecting a dude to be a superstar, but I think when you look back at the Cowboys, if they do have a good season and their secondary is a really big part of it, you got to mention his name because they're going to fill him in. So yeah. That's where I'm at. Dallas Cowboys, 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 Connolly. I know Don's an Eagles fan, so
wait, hold up,
is what it is. What do you think, Don? Who's going to make the most impact?
Well, I like both choices that you guys came up with, but I was looking for similar debate, somebody who's probably going to get a chance to play and play a good bit. So I went with a former offensive lineman from the DC Defenders who got picked up by the New England Patriots.
Okay.
And that's Liam Fornadell.
Yes.
He was an outstanding tackle at James Madison University. He was on the 2023 All UFL team. Played 10 games for the Defenders, had the 6th highest blocking grade on PFF, 82.4, allowed 0 sacks as part of the Defenders last year. What I like most is how versatile he is. And this is since his college days. He can play guard or tackle, right or left. Doesn't matter.
So you're talking about this guy is Graham Barton before Graham Barton.
Yeah. So I think he's going to get a chance to get some decent playing time with the Patriots.
Yeah.
Like it.
I'd say that's a good one. I literally was teetering between both of those guys. Now, we still had the 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘀𝗀𝗀s of the world that just never get picked up for whatever reason.
He hasn't been the same since that injury too. He had. I think that's why he didn't get picked up, because he had a knee injury.
He should have been in the NFL last year as a starter, as a slot guy. I don't understand. He was.
I can tell you why.
He was definitely the best talent last year. Every time we watched, we were like, 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀𝘀 is that dude.
Here's the thing. He had a knee injury, though. That's probably what made teams be like, I don't know.
I get it.
He didn't play the first 3 games for us.
𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗲𝗀 did not get picked up. Puka 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝗀
Not
was
yet.
his brother,
No.
who was defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
And he was absolutely amazing at safety. So I don't know if you guys had the pleasure enough to watch the games that he played, but he definitely made an impact for the Panthers as well. Him and Jake Bates being on the same team, those should have been the two pickups, going to the NFL. I'm sure people are trying to figure out what the preseason is going to look like and everything. So I would hold on to hope for that. Maybe they're just trying to see what camp ends up being like. Training camp is in 3 weeks, I believe. So, but yeah, Hakeem Butler's out there. I think that's a pretty an obvious answer, but we already know that dude has hands of stone sometime too. So, yeah.
Early in the game. After that, the man is a beast.
In the playoff game versus San Antonio, wide open. Good ball by AJ. Dropped it. Wide open.
Yeah. What's up, Daniel Berry Sports?
That hurt.
Dana said Hakeem Butler is all UFL again. Will not be playing for the NFL this year. I get why.
I hope so.
He did sign that for a team, right? He did get a tryout because of
with you guys, the Jags.
Was it?
Yeah, you guys worked him out and you were mad about it.
That must have been it was probably before I went on vacation.
It was the show before you went on vacation. It happened because we talked about it behind the scenes after the show was over. It was a college show.
Pittsburgh Steelers, bro.
No, he also worked with the Jaguars. I could have sworn.
There were several players that worked out with several teams, but
oh, okay. He's just being passed around.
Yeah. There's quite a few of them that have worked out, but have not been signed yet.
So the Jaguars, the Panthers have been thrown in there. Looks like the Steelers have signed him, right?
They did last year, I know.
Wide receiver gets a shot with the Panthers. Okay, yeah. I got it. Sorry. For some reason, I thought that he definitely got picked up by a team, but it is what it is. UFL, man, it's just gonna keep getting more and more exciting from here. If you weren't able to catch it, there was a lot of come from behind teams this year, and I know this is an NFL show, but shout out to the Birmingham Stallions. He should have just let my boy Matt Corral cook in the last game, but it's okay, man. It's all right. I know how it is.